Another powerful feature of the Sheet Set Manager in AutoCAD LT is the ability to print an entire set of drawings with just a few clicks of your mouse. At the top of the Sheet Set Manager is a printer icon. Click on it to see a whole list of options for publishing your sheet set. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Publish dialog box opens the full Publish feature. Most of the settings you might adjust here are also available from within the sheet set, so we'll go back to the menu. Sheet Set Publish options sets a lot of the defaults used when publishing. You can set a starting folder, although if you choose Prompt for Name, you can also browse to a different location when you publish. If you choose Specify Name instead, you can enter a name that will be used every time. Right above the name, you can set the file type to be used when exporting the sheet set. I'll set this to PDF now and show you where to access it later. You can also choose between single files and multi-sheet files, and whether overlapping lines should be merged or overwritten. If you merge lines, the heaviest line always wins. If you overwrite lines, a thinner line can sometimes block out a thicker one. The bottom half of the dialog contains DWF settings, where you can set a password and choose what block and sheet set information will be available in the finished DWF file. Back in the Publish menu, the next item up is Manage Page Setups. Publishing a sheet set will be much easier if you're using named page setups. This dialog manages the page setups in the sheet set template file. I'll talk more about template files in another video, but for now I'll assume that you know how to use page setups and have at least one in your drawing files. The next two options deal with plot stamps. If you need a plot stamp, I recommend creating one from fields instead of using these. Publish in reverse order can be handy depending on whether your plotter prints sheets face up or face down, and whether it's smart enough to set the order on its own. Edit Subset and Sheet Publish settings gives you the option to leave out sheets or subsets from your published set. Now we're into the actual published choices. The first four, publishing to DWF, DWFX, PDF, and a plotter, all use the current page setup in each sheet for plotting. But this method depends on each sheet having been saved with the right page setup current. To avoid oddities that might result from this, you can publish with a page setup override instead, using one of the setups from the template file. See why it's important to have a named page setup? Of course, the potential downside to this method is that you don't get a choice of plotters. It'll use whatever's defined in the page setup. The last publishing option is right next to the Publish pulldown, and it's a one-click way to publish all your sheets. Remember when I changed the file type to PDF in the Publish Options dialog? This is where that shows up. Clicking this button will export the entire set to PDF. While the set is publishing in the background, notice that if you right-click on a sheet or subset name, the Publish menu is available there as well. This is useful when you need to print just a few sheets instead of the entire set. I'll use a little editing magic to show you the finished set, although it really didn't take that long to publish. Even though I have 9 different sheets in this PDF, the file size is still well under a meg. Not bad.